talking point. And by the way, shout out to everybody who's here with me. It's your boy BT, the Untouchable True School Sports Empire, live early in the day. If you're at work, if you're going on your lunch break, if it's your day off, whatever day it is for you in your life, I hope you guys are enjoying the live. Um, yeah, still trying to make sense of what happened on Saturday. So the next talking point is this, because a lot of you guys have been mentioning this about Tank and Lomachenko, because a report has come out that basically Gervonta Davis and his team of representatives, have reached out to fighting Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, this is a good fight. I mean, it's still a good fight even now, but let's be honest, man. Let's just be honest. Lomachenko was old. We all know he don't give a damn about boxing no more, and we know that he kind of lost his love for the sport after the Devin Haney fight, where they stole his victory from him against Devin Haney. He beat George Kambosos to become champion again, so he can end on a high note. There's no reason for him to keep fighting. He's proven what he needed to prove in his career. He's been in a lot of great fights. He's always challenged the best fighters in the world. Lomachenko versus Tank, and that whole fight, that ship sailed. And quite frankly, it sailed a long time ago in my mind. For years, back in the day, when Tank became a world champion, what was it, like 2017? The optimum time to make Tank versus Lomachenko would have been somewhere between 2017 and 2020. That was the 3-year window to make that fight. Honestly, would it have been acceptable in 2021? Sure, but the best time to make that fight was 2017 to 2020. Now, what was happening in 2017 and 2020? Well, all we heard from Tank and his team was that Lomachenko needs to rush to fight me, as to where I'm young and I can take my time. But then, now when Lomachenko's old and he doesn't really need to do anything because he proved what he needed to prove in boxing, now all of a sudden Tank wants to fight him. Nah, man. That ship is stalled. Stop trying to fight Tank, because I'll tell you like this right now. If he fights Lomachenko right now, I don't care what nobody has to say about this. If hypothetically, if Tank were to fight Lomachenko next, I would say he's ducking Lamont Roach. It's a clear duck, because you're fighting Lomachenko at this point because you know he's old and you know he's on the way out. He's got one foot out the door already, and he's a name. That's all it is for. So then you can say, "Oh, we beat a great fighter. We beat an A-level fighter." Nah, man, you need to go fight Lamont Roach. The fact that they even tried to make a Lomachenko fight at this point in time, like, Lomachenko's name right now is not even relevant to the conversation, to the situation. He doesn't pertain to what's going on with Tank right now. The only three fighters really that Tank should be talking about are Lamont Roach, Shakur Stevenson, and Keyshawn Davis. If you're not talking about one of them three, I really don't want to hear it. You had plenty of opportunities. You had ample time to fight Lomachenko, and you chose not to do it. You know, I remember it all too well, because that was back in the day when I didn't like Tank. There was a point in time when I didn't like Tank, and I remember I was being very critical at that time of the strategy that Mayweather Promotions and all parties involved were employing at that time. But I can't argue with the results. Like, Tank developed into being one of the biggest ticket sellers in boxing, and one of the biggest stars in the sport. So they got the outcome they wanted. They made a guy that became a box office attraction, which is hard to do in boxing. And I respect the work that went into that. But we're not going to sit here and act like you didn't duck Lomachenko. And the fact that you're even trying to fight Lomachenko now is a slap in the face to all boxing fans, honestly. So that's where I stand on that. What do you guys think? If Tank could choose his next 3 fights, it would probably be Roach, Pitbull, and Jake Paul. Probably. I'd rather see Keyshawn or Shakur versus Loma. They've been pushing for it more. Tank had his chance damn near having. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was what, 2017, 2016, 2017. We're in 2025. We're talking about damn near 10 years ago. Come on, man. That was back in that was back during during the Obama administration. Come on. We don't need that. Great point. Roach had that strong mental confidence, which is why he was so calm, not afraid while smiling. Yeah. best thing about him was his confidence. Why has he not been stripped of his belt? Lomachenko needs to relinquish that. Let Roach or someone else fight for that if Tank duck. I agree. I wouldn't mind seeing Roach fight for that belt. I know Rain Murataya is supposed to fight Zaur Abdullah for that belt. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Roach getting a shot at the title because he should be champion right now, but they took it from him. So let him fight Murataya. Truth be told, I mean, Murataya is a good fighter. I never really rated him as highly as other people. I think Lamont Roach can beat Murataya because Murataya is a fighter that in order for you to beat him, you need to be in the pocket and you need to exchange with him, which I think Lamont Roach will. But I think Lamont Roach has the know-how and the skills to handle him in the pocket. You know, Murataya couldn't even handle Tevin Farmer. So I don't think I think Lamar Roach could beat him on points. I like that fight, but I don't think it happened.